Hello and welcome to my Narnia life reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, which is the third instalment of the Narnia film series and is the most recent Narnia film to date, until The Silver Chair obviously comes out. So this film was released by 20th Century Fox, not Disney. Disney dropped the series after Prince Caspian, so Fox took over the series alongside Walden Media. Michael Apted directed the film, took over from Andrew Adamson. So obviously big news to come out from Dawn Treader was the recasting of Reaper Cheap. Eddie Izzard did the voice in Prince Caspian. They actually got Simon Pegg to take over the voice, although in the film it's not noticeable. Unless you actually read the credits, you wouldn't have known. And obviously, Will Poulter as Eustace. Will Poulter as Eustace, perfect casting of Eustace, I think. He made the perfect Eustace. I'm so hoping he comes back for Silver Chair, and I don't think he will. But yeah, pretty much, obviously we were introduced to a number of new cast members. Obviously you've noticed, compared to the Prince Caspian front cover, obviously all Iskander and Georgie are on the front cover. That's because obviously Anna and William's characters, Susan and Peter, they don't really appear in Dawn Treader. They're mentioned in the book, but they don't really appear. Peter and Susan's role they are still in this film, but Peter's only in one scene, and Susan appears in the start where she's writing the letter to Edmund and Lucy. She appears in the Magician's Book scene, and then this really weird dream sequence where Lucy transforms into Susan. So, no, their roles were expanded, but they weren't a major part of the film. But yeah, I mean, my main sort of thing with this film was that as a standalone film, it's alright. I think, it wasn't. I've seen worse films than this. As a standalone film, it was okay, but judging it from the book, it got so many things wrong. The whole thing with the Seven Swords, Green Mist, that wasn't even in the book at all. The book's about the longing for Aslan's country, the search for the Seven Lords, the Seven Missing Lords, and the hope in finding Aslan's country. They're the two main things in the book. In the movie, it starts off, they're looking for the Seven Lords, and as soon as they find out about this evil green mist, the story turns to that, so it focuses more on that. So even when they find the Lords, they don't seem bothered that, a Narnian Lord has died. They're just like, oh, he's dead. Oh, where's his sword? They don't even seem, there's no remorse, no nothing. It's like, when with Caspian, it's like one of your father's closest friends has died, and you don't even seem to care. But yeah, obviously, they had to change. I think they combined some of the islands. They obviously changed some of the order of the islands that they visit, because Dark Island they visit about halfway through the book. But obviously in the film, that was the last island that they visit. They have to go to Dark Island to get the last sword. So obviously the main battle, there isn't a battle in the book, but there is a little battle in at the end of this, where they fight the sea serpent, and the green mist starts tempting them, and Edmund sees the White Witch again. The White Witch appearing in every Narnia film, which is a running gag. Please, whatever you do, please, for the Silver Chair, we don't want Tilda Swinton in the film. But regardless of the plot holes and stuff, it's when did Aslan give the Lords the swords? How did they get the swords? What does Peter's sword, Rindon, what was that? That glows blue at the end of the film. What does that have to do with anything? There's so many questions. It's one of the films that really, when you watch it, just don't question it. Just go along with it and you'll like it. I think if you started to question aspects of it, you probably won't like it that much. One of the few good things I can say about the film is the look of the Dawn Treader. You can't really see it there, it's a bit blurry, but the look of the Dawn Treader is absolutely beautiful. And again, the casting of Eustace, perfect casting choice, getting Will Poulter. Again, let's talk about Reapercheap. You know, Prince Caspian, they got Reapercheap's character so like perfect. Dawn Treader, they couldn't have got him any more wrong. It was like he hadn't matured. You know, it was just basically there for comic relief, essentially. So, you know, I do have some issues with this film, I think, as do many Narnia fans. You know, it's nothing like the book. Again, if you want to watch a film that's close to the book, this probably isn't the film for you. But obviously you know, the film's good, it's just that it has got some plot holes, you know, and compared to the book, it's just nothing like the book. You know, the book is so much more deeper, the book's so much better. So I'll quickly sort of show you. I've just been sort of sat there like all this time, but you know, you know, there is like certain shots within the film that look absolutely beautiful. You know, like the Dawn Treader looks amazing. You know, the design, the purple sail, you know, the dragon prow. Yeah, another issue I've got with like Drinian's acting. You know, they all try to do the whole piratey accent, and it just doesn't work. It just sounds like really cheesy sometimes. You know, Reapercheap singing his song, it's like that's the song that, you know, it's like a song for a commercial in the movie. It's like, you know, this film's good. I mean, obviously I enjoyed it, but just comparing it to the book as I am, it's just nothing like the book. You know, it was a complete disaster. So obviously, hopefully, Silverchair will be a lot better than this, but you know, we'll see what happens there. But yeah, that's basically my sort of review for the Chronicles of Narnia, the Voyage of the Dawn Treader. I will be reviewing the video games and the books as well in future videos, so stay tuned for them. If you want, consider liking. If you want, consider subscribing or commenting, and I'll see you later.